left that. I have to go back tomorrow, so no more holiday for me. If I worked New Year's, I'd have some of the day off, but we don't work. I don't work on Mondays, so. Well, my holiday went well. I had a good holiday. I enjoyed my quick little adventure to another part of the country. That was nice. Lots of flying and standing in an airport. So a whole lot of standing in an airport, to be honest. That was the majority of my time, was standing in an airport. I should just pull this up. It's all greasy, gross. So I need to wash it, but I didn't have the energy to do it before stream. So. I do think I'm gonna pull it up. Was everyone as you expected? Well, they were better than expected, actually. Hold on a second. Because, I mean, I kept my expectations not low. I didn't have low expectations for them. If I'd gone to see Fitzpatrick family, I would have had low expectations, but this was my mom's side of the family, so I didn't have the lowest of expectations for them. However, if I decided to crash the Fitzpatrick side of the family, that would not be safe. I don't think that would be safe, actually. Wouldn't be safe. Certainly wouldn't be fun. It could probably entertaining. It would probably be entertaining, but I don't know if it'd be anything beyond that. There we go. Ah, whacking things. Ah, that's better. I don't have to think about how greasy it is as much when it's up. So. But yeah, no, they did. Everyone was good. Everyone was great. They were all nice. They were all respectful. There wasn't any awkwardness or any. Might be warm being burned at the stake. Oh yeah, probably. But yeah, no, they did great. It wasn't like there was no awkwardness. It was interesting at times just because there was the first night I was there. I ended up in a room with 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, why am I trying to count? Okay. Five other people in the room, and I was the youngest by about 30 years, so that was interesting. So I think the next oldest for me was in his late 50s. So the one person that could have been there that probably would have made things awkward wasn't there, so that worked out well. Worked out to my advantage and everyone's advantage. But yeah, it was great to get to see them all, especially because they're all quite old. They've lived long lives, and one in particular is quite ill, in the late stages of Parkinson's, unfortunately. So it's possible she won't be around next year. It's likely, actually, that she won't be around next year. So I'm glad I was able to get down there this year so I could get to see everybody. And then one of them I wasn't expecting to be there, but then found out that she was actually going to get to be there, which is good. So I got to see everybody all at once, which was really nice. Yeah, I mean, it was a great time. I couldn't have asked for better, to be honest. Yeah, the worst it got was one person almost used she/her pronouns for me, but corrected themselves partway through and didn't make a big deal of it or anything. Like, you just sounded like a normal stutter that, like, just mixing people up in your head the same way that, like, they would call their kids the wrong name. You know, Like they'd use one kid's name for the other kid, you know. I noticed that happened several times, where because there were 4 kids there, and basically everyone called at least one person the wrong name at one point, which my parents did all the time growing up with us. Like we'd get called the dog's name before they got to our name. So, yeah. Oh, did I? I didn't mean to make it sound like it was bad on Discord. The airport part was hell, especially on the way back, because Atlanta Airport is the busiest airport in the world. So, and that's not an exaggeration. That is accurate. The way back was hell. Yeah, on the way there I didn't sleep. So that made things a little bit difficult. But that was my fault. I made the decision to not sleep. Because by the time I was ready and packed and everything, I was only gonna get maybe 2 hours in, and I didn't want to risk oversleeping and missing my flight, so I just decided to stay up. So I didn't sleep until I was probably awake for close to 27, 28 hours, if not more than that. Actually, no, I think it was closer to 30 hours before I actually went to bed, because I woke up at around 4:30 on Saturday, and then I went to work and did my 12 hours at work. Got home at around 7, a little after 7 a.m., and then got on the plane, and we took off at 11:19 on the dot, and then landed. We changed time zones, so changed to an hour ahead. Landed at like 2:30 Eastern time, and then I was awake 2:30 p.m. And then I was awake until probably around midnight Eastern time. So, yeah. Quite a while. 4:30 Saturday to around midnight. Yeah, honestly. Midnight on between Sunday and Monday. So, probably close to 30 hours. Oh, I absolutely was. But it got to the point that I was like, well, I'm awake. Like, I'm going to be dead asleep the moment I lay down, so I might as well just stay up until everyone else is done with everything. Brenda, the person who hosted me and let me stay in her home, and was the main invite to come down, pieced out and went to bed, and then I stayed up and helped. Because I went down there, I went to her place, and then when I first landed, I took the Uber up to Brenda's, and then all of the old people came over, and we had dinner with them, with some of them, because they weren't all going to be there the next day, so they were going to go do family stuff elsewhere. So the room of people who were significantly older than me was that night, and then after they left, we went over to Laura's place and stayed the night there. So not long after we got there, Brenda went to bed, and I stayed up and helped Laura and her husband prep the Santa stuff for the kids. And then I went to bed, which was probably around 12:30. So, and I, of course, fell right asleep. Completely unconscious. And then I woke up to the kids screaming at around 8 a.m., so I didn't get a ton of sleep, but I wasn't really expecting to, because the guests were supposed to be over at around 9. So I wasn't expecting to sleep much. I was expecting to sleep till about 9 o'clock and then get up and join them for breakfast downstairs, but I woke up to the children at around 8 something, so I just kind of laid there on my phone for an hour, and then got up, got dressed, went downstairs, and we had breakfast because Lisa and her husband and their kids came over, and we all had breakfast and hung out and chit-chatted and all that. Not for very long, maybe like 3 hours maybe, and then we broke for the day, went back to Brenda's, had about 5 hours at Brenda's before we reconvened at Lisa's for dinner. So I slept during that 5-hour break. I took about a 2-hour nap, a much needed and against my will 2-hour nap, and then got up, went over to Lisa's, had dinner, hung out with them, also for not very long, maybe 3 hours, and then Brenda was tired and was ready to get out of there. The kids were very rowdy, and the oldest is 11. Of the 4 kids, the oldest is 11. I think I think it's 11, 7, 6, and 4. I think are the ages, or 3. So a decent spread, I would say, but all very rowdy and on the younger side. And then we went back to Brenda's and promptly went to bed very fast. So, and then I woke up, got in the Uber, stood in the airport for 2 hours waiting in line for TSA. Made it through TSA, and then sat in the airport, wandered the airport for about an hour until it was boarding time. Then I got on the plane and flew home, and here I am. Well, I flew home and then fell asleep. Went to bed after watching the Doctor Who special. I got in, watched the Doctor Who special, went to bed. Woke up, ordered food, ate the food, went back to bed, and then woke up at 6 something this morning, and I've been awake since then. So, lots of sleeping, and lots of not sleeping, but mostly lots of sleeping, especially since I've been back. But I'll probably take another nap before today's out. 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Yeah, I think there was just more on my end because they move around a bit more, I think. Yeah, it felt like it went by really fast, which may not be accurate. It may have just been how it was. It may have just been like in comparison to my other days that it felt like it was short to the long day that I had had prior, like the travel day that I had. I don't feel like I'm making any sense. Oh yeah, it getting dark early is a pain in the ass. Very frustrating. But yeah, I got a few gifts, which was cool. I didn't expect to really get anything while I was there because it wasn't really a lot of notice, or at least I didn't feel like it was a lot of notice. A few weeks notice, but I didn't get like anything big or anything like that, which is good because I wouldn't have been able to bring it back with me on the plane if I'd gotten anything of decent size. But also there was nothing of decent size that I wanted. Only thing of decent size would be maybe a large wad of cash. Just snacks and knickknacks and whatnot, which was more than I could have asked for. I was just happy to be there, quite frankly, to be there and be respected and be appreciated. And that was, unfortunately, that's the where the bar is at. That's how low the bar is, unfortunately. But I think this is the first Christmas I've spent with biological family in at least 3 years, if not longer. So most Christmases it's just me and Max hanging out. So this year I wasn't gonna have Max to hang out with, so had to find something else to do. Although technically I could have flown out to see Max because Max was at home. So, but yeah, and Max flies out tomorrow to go do Christmas with their family. So for a minute there, we thought we were gonna cross paths in the airport, in the Atlanta airport, because we were both going to be in the Atlanta airport around the same time, which I think would have been funny. Just get to say hi as we run past each other through the ginormous fucking airport. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Their family's a bit more spread out and scattered. Yeah, the Atlanta airport is so big that they have a tram inside the airport to help people get around faster. A whole ass train in the airport. It's insane. It feels like a mall when you're walking around it. A mall, but there's also plane terminals. Like, it's a mall where everything costs 3 times as much. And there's also occasionally you can get on a plane. So it's like actually, it took 40 minutes for me to find my way out of the building when I first landed there because I didn't know how to navigate the place. This one here that just wants to stick up. But on the way back in was a bit easier because I kind of understood the layout. After I found my way out, it was easier to find my way back in. But yeah, I did stand in. The TSA line was a full 2 hours. I stood in line for 2 hours before I got through the TSA line. It was a full 2 hours in line. So, yeah. It was busy on the way back. Busy. Meanwhile, the Omaha airport, it took me 15 minutes from stepping into the airport to getting to my terminal and being able to sit down. Yeah. You cannot get things cheaper in an airport. It's best to not buy it at the airport if you can avoid it. Although I did buy food on the way back because I was hungry and I still had like an hour to kill before I got on the plane. So I did get some food from the Five Guys that was there. I got some fries. $8 for fries, $9 for fries, and then a $4 Sprite. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because it was right across from my terminal. Like, it was literally, the Five Guys was just right there across from the terminal. It was meant to be. And I was like, if I'm going to buy expensive-ass food, I might as well buy food that's already expensive as fuck outside of this place. Because Five Guys is already stupid expensive normally. So, you know. Christmas snacks and leftover cold meals. That's nice. I'll probably end up ordering dinner while we're on stream, having it, because I can't go get it because I don't have a car, but... Oh yeah, I guess I haven't had the opportunity to tell you all about all the car shit that I've been dealing with. Have I had the opportunity to tell you all about the car shit that I've been dealing with? I don't think I have. I think it happened... Yeah, I think it was last week that it happened, so I wouldn't have had the opportunity. Well... My car has been jerking. Like it's been like stutter stepping, like the transmission or whatever has been like dropping out essentially. Like it's been doing some nonsense. And Libriana had taken her car to the shop and it was there, so I was taking her to work. It wasn't going to be ready till Friday, so she needed a ride to work. And so I was taking her to work, and so when I was bringing her home, we went by to pick up her car, and it was jerking even worse than it has been. Sorry, I'm also messaging somebody. I'm trying to get them. So we went up to the car place, and she was like, this guy was really cool. He was really honest and really knowledgeable and really kind. And so we dropped my car off and picked hers up. Essentially, we just did a car swap, and left my car with him so he could take a look at it. Sorry, I'm dealing with like 6 things at once. Apologies. So we dropped it, and then I went home with her, and we stayed at her place. And then that next morning, before we went to work, I called him because he had the day to look at it, and called him, and it wasn't actually the same guy that we dropped it off to. It was one of the guys that works for him. Told me that he started listing off all of the problems with it, and of course I don't know what any of it means. He might as well have been speaking Japanese because I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But essentially, it was going to cost me about $7,400 to get everything fixed. So it was looking like I was going to need to get a new car because my car is not worth $7,400. Needless to say, everything that could be wrong with it was wrong with it. So I have a V6 engine in my car. It's got 6 cylinders. For those who don't know what a V6 engine means, it's got 6 cylinders that are firing in it. And only 3 of the 6 cylinders were firing correctly. I had 3 cylinders that were constantly misfiring, which means I had about half an engine working in my car. Don't know how I've been driving it around like that for so long, and the guy on the phone was also surprised as to how I'd been driving it around like that for so long, as well as like some belts were fucked up. My like the ball joint things in the car were fucked up. That's not what they're called, but those two, a bunch of stuff in the undercarriage. 1 less 0, $7,400. A bunch of like undercarriage stuff was wrong with it. A bunch of the stuff in it was fucked up. Like a whole list of things that I don't know what any of it means. But I needed new spark plugs, this, that, and the other. And so for that whole day, I was under the impression I was gonna have to buy a new car. Yeah, $7,400, which sucks because cars are expensive, and I was really liking not having to make monthly payments on my vehicle. That was really saving me a lot of money that I had a car that was paid off. So that sucked. But Libriana took me to work, and we went to work, and then on the same way we did the night before, on the way home from work, we dropped back by the car place and talked to the same guy we'd talked to in person the day before. And he said, and I was like, so what needs to be fixed in order to drive it safely? Because he was like, this car is not safe for you to drive around. Like, I wouldn't even recommend driving it to work one more day. Like, I would not recommend driving this car. Like, it is not safe to drive. I also need new tires, which doesn't surprise me. I don't think I've bought new tires since I got the car. So, and if I have, it's only been the once. So I'm not surprised I need new tires as well. So there's that. And then the way the inside of my car is laid out, you basically have to take the engine out of the car to get to anything. So that always ups labor costs whenever I have to get something fixed in the car, because it's so compact in the front and the engine's of course on top, so they have to basically unhook the engine and take it out to access anything, because it's all very buried and overlaid on top of each other and whatnot. But I was like, so just it all need to be fixed in order to drive it, and he was like, no, it all needs to be fixed eventually, but for it to drive safely, you'll need this, and that fixed. And I was like, okay, so how much would that cost? And he was like $3,400, or $3,200 or something like that, which is far more manageable. It's still a lot. I'm still not sure my car is worth that much, but it's far more doable, and I think is what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna sign up for a proper credit card, because currently I have like a starter credit card. Yeah, I know it's still not worth it, but I feel like it's gonna essentially, at the end of the day, cost me more money to buy a new car, by a lot, by a good double. Not to mention, I'll be making $500 a month payments on it for a long time, and I have other things I'd rather buy. And in theory, I can make this car last quite a lot longer if I take better care of it. Like another 3, 4, 5 years, ideally. Depending on how many more miles to put on it in that time. And I think it's going to be, money-wise, I think it's going to be better for me to do the replacements and the fixes that I need to do, and then just do a better job upkeeping it, and not buy a new car, because I really don't want to have to shop for a new car and pay for a new car, because car payments are the worst. Not to mention how it could affect my insurance if I buy a new car. So I'm going to open a credit card and use the credit card to get it fixed, and then just pay off the credit card, because since I'll be opening the credit card, pretty much all the credit cards that and I've got great credit too, so any of the credit cards that I apply for, I'll have a high enough credit limit, and also really good benefits and whatnot. Yeah, exactly. But I think it'll be more manageable, and it'll feel less bad, because the cards that I'm looking at getting, it's like 0 APR for like over a year. It's like 15 months, 18 months before I have to pay any interest on anything. That'll be good. So I can kind of make payments at my own pace. Which will be nice. It kind of sucks, but, you know, and if I ever want to, you know, and I think Libriana and I are planning to do carpool a bit more often. So that should save money on gas here and there. Because it's been really convenient to carpool with her lately. Not just because I haven't had a car, and that's what we'll be doing this week, is she'll be taking me, hopefully, assuming she's back in time tomorrow to take me. Otherwise, I'll just get my other friend to take me. But that's what I was dealing with last week. That was really stressful. It still is. Yeah. Shopping for a credit card sucks. I hate credit cards, because it's always a trap, because you know what you need access to, but there's also all these words and terms that you don't understand, or I don't understand, and then you also have to keep in mind that if you don't do as much research as possible, you will get fucked over, and are going to get fucked over regardless, because the whole fucking point of a credit card and of a bank is to fuck you over and take your money. So you have to always be aware of that when you're shopping for one, which just sucks. But that's the only way I would be able to afford to get any of this car stuff fixed. Exactly. Yeah, money-wise, it's going to be easier to fix this car. And it's not a dead car. It's a dead car at the moment, because I've not been taking care of it. I've not been doing my due diligence and doing routine maintenance on it like you're supposed to. If I'd been doing routine maintenance on it and getting these parts fixed as they wear out, instead of after they're falling off, it would have saved me money over the years, or at least spread out the costs over the years, because I've not been doing a good job on upkeep and everything. In my defense, I know nothing about cars, so I don't know what kind of things need routine maintenance and what things don't. Yeah, I'm looking at one that has a lot of cash back for like when you eat out or when you order fast food and things like that, which is good for me because I order fast food every single day pretty much. But I don't really care much about the rewards. I just need the delay of payments. That's really all I need, is the ability to put down more money than I have and gradually be able to pay it off without having to worry about being charged more for those payments. I did say that, but that doesn't mean, in theory, I was going to cook more. And I technically have cooked probably about the same amount that Max and I did together. You know. Yeah, there are some cards here too that are 0% with nothing extra. And I'm actually looking at one through a certain bank where I can also open a savings account through that bank and just start putting some like small amounts of money into that savings account without my knowledge, like set up where my I really don't feel like any of the words I'm saying are making sense. Essentially set it up so that my paycheck, a certain amount will come out of my paycheck each week and go into that savings account without me seeing it. I need some out of sight, out of mind money, and I think having that separate bank account, because I'm gonna have to open it with a different bank. I found out today that I can't open the credit card with the bank I'm currently banking with, which was the original plan, because that bank doesn't have banking rights in the state that I live in. So I don't have access to that bank. Like, they can't open any accounts or anything in my name because I live in Nebraska, and they don't have the right to do banking here. So they're more of a local bank. So that was an interesting thing to find out. But that means I will open a credit card with a different bank and then have that. God, I'm tired. I am making sense? Okay. I didn't feel like the words were making any sense. So if they're making sense to you, that's what matters. But yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks. At the moment I'm messaging someone. I'm helping her pay her rent this month, because if she doesn't get it paid off, she and her kids are going to get evicted, and I don't want to see that happen. So I'm working on getting her the money that she needs to cover the portions of it that she can't cover herself. Yeah, they're gonna get evicted tomorrow if they don't come up with $1,600. So, yeah. So I'm helping with that, which is gonna put me not necessarily behind, but I was gonna be ahead. Because I'm loaning them $1,200. So I don't have $1,600, but I've got $1,200. So I'm going to give her the check that I get tonight, because I'm not going to need that one. I've already got all of my bills for this month paid, so I don't need that check. I mean, I always need the check, but I can go without the check, is what I should say. And then I've got about $600 left. I've got $900 left on my credit limit for my current credit card, and I'm going to give her $600 of that, which I already got to her just now. So I'm not too concerned about getting this week's check back. I'll want it back eventually, but it's not like a priority for me. The $600 back for the credit card, however, that I'll need back ASAP. But she's a very nice person, very sweet person. So I would hate to see her and her kids out on the street. So it's been one of those, like, she got behind on a payment for something, and then every single day an extra like $25 or $50 or something is added to the bill for every day that she's late. So it's just been piling on and piling on and piling on, and she's got 4 kids, and it's just her. It's just her that has any income. So it's kind of a shit situation all the way around. Yeah, one of my friends at work, she brought me home from work on Sunday morning, and took me to work on Saturday afternoon, because Libriana was already gone for her vacation. So, and will be the person that takes me tomorrow if Libriana's not back in time, in theory, so that I don't have to pay for an Uber to work. But hopefully Libriana's back in time. She'll be back for part of the workday at least tomorrow. I don't know if she'll be there in time to start the workday though. I know she doesn't have the hours to miss the whole day though, so it has been an interesting couple of weeks. So yeah, a lot going on, and it's not all done yet because I gotta get this car fixed, and then I've got to go get it registered. I need to go get a new driver's license for the state, and I probably should go get the new driver's license regardless of if the car is fixed or not. You know. Yeah. America is a scary place to live, quite frankly. Are there worse places? Of course, there are always worse places, but there are definitely better places. But on a lighter note, I've been rewatching Broadchurch since I've been home. I watched it a little while, like last year or the year before, and I'm rewatching. I'm just gonna rewatch season 1. I don't really care as much about rewatching season 2 and 3. And I'm on episode 5 of 8 right now. I got partway through 5 when I started taking care of the money stuff with my friend. So that's been fun. Although it's not that much lighter of a note because it's about child murder, but I mean, what can you do? But Broadchurch is great. And then I'm going to go back to my Doctor Who rewatch. I stopped before all the specials towards the end of Tennant's run. There's like 5 specials at the end of his run. And I stopped right before those to switch over to Broadchurch while I'm still in my David Tennant era. I'm going to get that. I'm finishing that season tonight after I get off stream. And then I'm going to go back to Doctor Who and finish Tennant's run, or his initial run, I should say, in Doctor Who, and then start Matt Smith's run. I'm going to do a full rewatch of Doctor Who unless I give up. So, yes, every month. Fortunately, I've all of this stuff, all of my monthly stuff has been paid for already. Oh, absolutely. I would love a European country. That would be great. I think this is probably my favorite gift that I got for Christmas. It's the big chicken. It's apparently a Georgia thing, a Marietta thing. Marietta, Georgia. Let me see if I can find it. I wonder if I can find it. I don't know what it looks like in person. Aha! It's a KFC. And it looks like this. It's a big old KFC. The big chicken. It's like a landmark area, so it's like, oh, well, you'll go down to the big chicken and take a right. And so Barbara, one of my family members, got me a stuffed big chicken, and I bought a little Velcro thing. I'm going to put him on the dash of my car so he can chill in my car with me. He makes me happy. chit chat. Let's play some game. Twitch recap 2023. Not necessarily. I mean, I guess kind of. Maybe not. I don't know. Insurance companies are probably about as scummy as banks, so maybe that's a good comparison. Yeah.
This place is great, Sindri. You built it all yourself?
You know it. Finding everything all right, I hope?
How do we unlock the realms?
We'll just need something from back at the workshop. Follow me, and be sure to bring the head. So, where exactly is Tyr being held?
He's imprisoned in a mine somewhere. That's all we know so far.
The realm is full of mines, you realize. You'll need help narrowing it down. Oh, you should talk to Derlin.
Who's Derlin?
He's a cousin of ours, sort of. Works for the city on safety issues. Should have access to all kinds of information on mines. And I know he's no friend
We're
of
looking
Odin.
for. I
That's
don't
why
remember
your mother
either.
sought his
I gotta
help
be
when
honest.
She was trying to whip up a rebellion. Ready?
A rebellion? Did you know about that?
I did not.
A rebel leader who knew Mom. Sounds like exactly what we need.
I think you missed the ta-da. Well, never mind. I'll have this oiled up in no time. Meet you at the gateway outside.
Rebel leader? Derlin? If that ain't giving
I really don't remember. I gotta be fully honest with you.
And you
Atreus.
just
All right. See you out there, Sindri.
I think we were being chased by something, and now we're in like a realm outside of realms. That's where this is, so that we can't be chased by, I don't know, something. I don't know. I have no idea. You'd have to go back and watch the last stream because I don't remember. I truly don't
We'll
remember.
just need the Bifrost in the head. Brock, do the touching.
Oh, this would be the part requiring my assistance then.
You said it. This device here has been crafted to your measurements. It'll help you get a better look at the problem with those Bifrost eyes of yours.
So, do I control this thing somehow then?
Oh, no. This is just to hold you in place while we shine this light in your eyes.
Oh, Cindy, you sodding bastard!
Open now! I was really hoping not to use the eyelid clamps.
do it.
Oh!
That's it! Good. Now, release!
Still unpleasant.
That's our cue. Come on, hurry!
I'm coming.
Grassful of eggs, man. What was that for?
You'll see soon enough. Just there. That should do it. See? No permanent damage.
I'll show you permanent damage, you wee fuck. Kratos, throw me at him. Horns first.
Guess it takes a joke, you old goat.
The Bifrost is broken.
Now that we reconfigured these gateways to use Yggdrasil seeds, you won't need a travel table or a Bifrost lamp anymore.
I also used it for light.
Okay, good note. I'll figure something out, but first, come on. Let me show you how it works. your key at the rune for Svartalfheim on the right. Then concentrate. This should take you to the wetlands outside Nidavellir City. Just make your way to the town square and ask for Derlin at the tavern.
You sure they'll know him at the tavern?
Derlin's always been an inveterate inebriate. I suppose he might have completely changed, but in my experience,
Did you want to come with us?
Oh, I might drop in, but the wetlands are moist. And the Grim are everywhere. Hostile, slimy, foul-smelling creatures. But good luck!
Thanks. Wait, what?
I said good luck!
Whoa, do you feel that?
Yep.
What's that, lad?
Anything, everything. It's warm. We can probably use this boat, if I can just get it free.
Careful, lad.
Ah! Why are these things so fast?
I don't remember how to play the game. It's been a minute.
Another round! Right.
Nista! Down!
I see we're already off to a lively start.
Atreus, you dropped your guard.
I got the boat free, though. We can head through these channels when you're ready. I still can't believe Mom led a whole rebellion here against Odin and never talked about it.
The fact that it didn't go well might have curved that notion.
What your mother did before we met was her business.
Did you ever ask?
Eyes on the water. There are resources.
If you never asked Mom about what she used to do, what did you talk about when you met? Like, did you just say, "Woman, guard the house. I will go to catch fish in the river," and then leave for 5 days?
No. Your mother was far better at fishing than I.
Did you see that over there?
That wheel is blocking the channel.
I imagine if you can turn it, we should be able to get through.
So these are wetlands, huh? Pretty accurate.
It is a bog.
The smell is making my eyes burn.
You know,
Yeah.
it is a fair bit more potent than when I last visited, now that you mention it.
Looks like the path continues on the other side of that geyser.
I missed. This probably
He
won't
was
be a
a
very
friend of the
long stream
Giants.
for the record, y'all.
I wonder if he and Mom ever met.
I'm still quite tired.
If he was a part of the rebellion here.
It's certainly possible. The God of War often advocated for the Giants. Although I don't recall if he ever declared allegiance outright.
Come on. There's gotta be a faster way to get down there.
Aren't we the God of War? I'm confused. Isn't my shield broken? I'm confused. Forget how to play this game. This is why I try not to not play a game for 2 weeks, because I forget how to do it. And I do in fact forget how to do it. Ow. Oh, there's my shield. It's L1.
Watch your left!
Ow.
Right side, brother!
Let's see, I have renter's insurance, which is just essentially which is essentially home insurance, but for a place that you rent, car insurance, and health insurance. So 3. Because I don't have life insurance, so just 3. Yeah, and I don't have pet insurance either, because I don't have a pet.
Where'd it go?
Renter's car. Health. Yeah. Yeah. Clothes insurance? No. That would be included in probably renter's insurance. Like, that's what would be covered. So, like home and renter's insurance. So, like, if your place burns down, then your clothes, in theory, could be replaced, at least monetarily, if they're covered. If you pay for their coverage, that is.
Okay, there's gotta be some way to turn the wheel up here.
Whoa there! Give a man some warning if he's about to suddenly end up snout deep in cheek.
The ground.
Was that an earthquake?
An occasional but not unheard of happenstance in Svartalfheim. With all the mining here, the land's bound to be a wee bit bothered.
Think you can reach the wheel from here? Oh wow, nice job getting it to lower exactly where we need it. I was thinking, because it's so warm, Maybe it's not that the cold hasn't made it here yet, but maybe it's just different in Svartalfheim?
Aye, lad. Thimble winter doesn't strike all realms quite the same way.
Weird that Thimble winter doesn't always make it winter.
In Midgard it does, but as you can see, the effects here appear far more gaseous in nature. Observe the geysers. Observe the aforementioned aroma. These effects were present before in some form, but now there's new extremity to them.
Well, you need car insurance if you drive a car. It isn't. I don't think it's illegal to drive without car insurance, but it's absolutely not a good idea. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's illegal to here or not. I've never driven without it, so I don't know. There's no getting across that. I don't know if I'm supposed to, though.
Hey, father, up there.
Up there? Oh. Didn't know I could do that. To be honest, insurance companies barely work here, so. They're certainly nice, but only 400 a year? That's nice. Jesus. I pay 85 bucks a month. And that's cheap. 85 a month is cheap. It's because I only pay liability.
Find anything good up there?
That means that's how much it costs. That is how expensive it is. What is this?
you! Incoming!
Nista!
If you see it behind me, then fucking shoot it. What the hell are you for?
Good hit, brother!
Those things are everywhere. They cap those geysers? I think we need to get that wheel moving, but the water doesn't reach.
Really, Atreus? How astute. Can I jump over it now, please? No? Gotta go back around? Seems dumb. Is there one on the other side, maybe? Well, essentially, yeah. With insurance, you pay into insurance, usually monthly, and then if you ever need the insurance, then they will, in theory, pay out and cover with the costs. So, for example, my health insurance through Amazon, I will be paying about $17 per paycheck into my health insurance once the year starts, once 2024 begins. And then when it comes time for me to use the insurance, they will cover a portion of whatever I need covered, assuming it's covered under the insurance that I've been paying into. Sometimes they will pay enough that it's worth it, sometimes it won't be. Am I supposed to pull something, maybe? Or do I freeze this one, maybe? I don't know how I would reach that one. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to... I think I'm supposed to cap that one. That's what would make sense to me. There we go.
Yes! The wheel's moving and the gate's coming down.
That's dwarven ingenuity for you.
Back to the boat.
If the dwarves of this realm are anything like Rock and Sindri, it's hard to imagine them siding with Odin.
Well, all too often people are blinded to all but their immediate self-interest. Odin offered them safety, and defying him can be quite dangerous.
Maybe they just need a couple of gods to come along and take the fight to him.
Atreus, that is not why we are here.
I was only joking.
War is not a joke, especially where gods are concerned.
He's fucking right about that. I'm just kind of aimlessly rowing because I have no idea where the fuck I'm supposed to be going.
It seems, Atreus, you intend to recruit Tyr as an ally for war.
I'm trying to keep our options open. Let's just keep moving. I'm glad we're out here, exploring a new realm. maybe we could just try to enjoy the warmth? Looks like we gotta find a way to open that gate if we want to get to Nidavellir.
So do you actually pay yours yearly, Jimmy, or is it a monthly payment? Because you're listing how much it costs yearly, but pretty much everyone I know here pays for all their insurance monthly. Myself included.
Too fast.
Then how shall we catch it?
Flank it. Attack from behind.
Good.
I don't know if I even have the option to pay
You did it. Let's see what it dropped.
yearly.
Mista.
Yearly. I don't know what I said. I don't think I have the ability to pay yearly. Even if I did, I
Father, up there.
can't imagine how expensive that would fucking be. I can't believe your car insurance is $400 a year. I know people whose car insurance is almost that much a month. Because they're paying for insurance on a new car that covers more than just liability, which is what I pay for.
Gotta be another chain to lower the rest of the gate. It's clinging to the wall. You gotta knock it down.
Poison in your back!
I'm trying to turn around, but it won't fucking turn around.
Think you can uncover that geyser from here?
That's fair.
Oh, I think I get it. If you freeze the geyser, the pressure will turn the wheel.
Why are you saying it after I figured it out? He's so fucking useless sometimes. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I have to hit it as it goes up. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Block's coming down.
Shut up, Atreus. He's never helpful when I need him to be helpful.
Nice one. Is there something else we can hit?
Not that I'm aware of. We. Oh, I'm glad we can educate you on it. There's not too much that I'm knowledgeable on these days. Insurance is not really... Yeah. Exactly, Jimmy. My thinking exactly. There's a lot I still don't understand about insurance and how it is or why it is, all that fucking bullshit. I also hate that car insurance doesn't help pay for any like routine maintenance or anything. Like, the money that you pay in doesn't, it just goes away. So the routine maintenance that you have to do in your car, like oil changes and everything, you still have to pay for it, it's full. Maybe it's something on the wheel. Okay, see, now he's not being helpful. Now that I'm stuck, he's not helpful.
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
I already did. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I already hit the rope holding. What are you talking about? I already did. What? Is he talking about another rope? What do you, or is it stuck? To claim the insurance, it just means that, like, essentially the insurance is like someone else who will pay for what you need paid for. So in order to access the insurance is what we mean by claim the insurance. So essentially, like, so when I go to the doctor, for example, I have to pay the copay, which is my portion of it that I pay for, and then the insurance will pay for the rest of the visit if I qualify for them to pay for it. It's not necessarily equivalent to the amount of money you've paid into it. Usually it's more than what you've paid into it. If you're getting a good deal anyways, it'll be more. It's a little different depending on which type of insurance you're talking about. Health insurance works differently than car insurance, works differently than life insurance. Not by a lot, it's not that different, but it's different enough. I don't know what it means. I already cut the rope. What are you fucking on about?
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
There isn't a rope. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't understand. Oh, do I need to get to the other side of it, maybe?
Maybe you could try hitting the rope holding the block.
Mimir, I already did. I don't know what you mean. Mimir. The rope holding the block is broken already. He even said nice shot when I broke it. What are you talking about? Mimir, what do you mean? I don't understand. I'm so lost. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how I got here. I don't know how to get out of here. Does it look like there's an intact rope? What do you mean? The rope's literally not there. I mean, it lowers the rope when it...
The rope holding the block.
Like, it's still raising and lowering with the thing. Yeah, it's cut. I already hit it. That's why the block is down here. I don't understand. I'm gonna restart the checkpoint because I am lost. I'm thinking maybe it didn't register that I did it.
Is there something else we can hit?
See what I mean? What do you mean? Is there something else we... What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Ah. Yeah, for cars and for where Jimmy is at. I'm not sure how claims work here, especially in crashes and stuff. I have no idea how any of that works. I'd have to ask someone who's been in a car crash and needed to use their insurance, because I haven't, so. I've never used car insurance. I've never had to use it for anything. Where am I? What do I do? Time to Google how the fuck to do this. Okay, it does want me to climb on top of it. Okay. It wants me to get on it, but it wouldn't let me climb it. What the fuck?
From that block?
It wouldn't let me climb it. That's so fucking rude. That is so incredibly disrespectful.
That's one of Cavassier's poems. Very highbrow. You should collect any others you find.
Upset. I tried to climb it. It wouldn't let me. It's rude, no?
Lad, if I may, what exactly are you hoping to learn from Tyr?
Well, like I said, I was hoping he could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and maybe about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
History.
Correct, Jimmy.
Let's hope Tyr's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long. Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr is truly here.
Right.
I have no idea what direction I'm supposed to be going, so I'm just kind of rowing.
That earthquake earlier. Do you think there will be another one?
It's unlikely, but geological disturbances tend to be unpredictable.
If the geysers and smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye, you might be onto something, lad.
Atreus, look ahead.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
An alarm.
I'd only sound an alarm like that if I still had my body, and was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Why all that for us, though?
They are scared.
Most definitely an alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
Hey, could we talk to you for...
any trouble, please.
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we find the tavern Sindri mentioned on our own, and hope they let us in.
Probably not. His body has grown into a tree, so I highly doubt it.
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear.
Sindri!
Hello. I'd return your surprise, but I did know you'd be here. I've got something for you.
Thank you. What is it, dwarf?
You know, I'm glad I came back here at least once before Ragnarok. Oh, if these cobblestones could talk. Then they'd have mouths. Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow? Well, you are long overdue for a replacement. Taking advantage of certain material. Ow! Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
Patience. I find it's best to see these things, in action.
Hello, Christian. Hello, hello.
There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say, Skialfa.
Ah!
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to disturb half the creepy crawlies in Nidavellir.
How was I supposed to know they were there? Behind!
He said it after he loose.
Right side! Incoming! Okay, so, Derlin,
Oh, always, Christian.
Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Indeed.
Do I look like I've ever been to a filthy
Well,
tavern?
not life, but
The
hair
sewer
dye.
you just punched a hole through seems promising, though. For you. It should lead to the other side of the city. It's not like you're able to open other doors around here.
So this lockdown really is because of us?
Oh my, yes. Odin's grip on this realm is so firm, any outsider is considered a threat.
Sounds like an Odinism if I ever heard one.
At your service. This axe just keeps getting stronger.
Oh yeah, have I not streamed with the red hair yet? I have to, right? I've streamed with the red hair, right? No, house, gas, and electricity, that's just utilities costs. That's got nothing to do with insurance. Okay, if you've seen it, then I've streamed with it before. Okay. I didn't think it. Okay.
Till we meet again. One less feathery spy.
Hell, if I just go without washing it for a few days, I don't even need hair gel. Oh, where I'm supposed to go next. Oh, in here. I guess that makes sense.
Best of luck.
Any outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarves?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling.
Yep.
We're clearly not a threat.
I assume
Why
$30 there is not the same as
Resist
$30 here.
example of, to keep the rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Tavern's gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe we can try knocking on some doors for directions. Could you maybe...
No! Thank you.
Is that... Because I'm assuming you don't mean 30 United States dollars as minimum wage, because that would be a fantastic minimum wage. Because that's more than I make.
You may need some special equipment to use this. Yappa! This looks promising, right? Less like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
Think that's him?
Yeah. That's what it should be here. Yeah.
Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours, named Derlin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Derlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
Legally, the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. Though most places pay at least 15, 13.
The rigs.
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
The federal minimum wage is still, I think, $7.25. They've been trying to raise it to 15 legally, but most places already pay more than that.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
I'm pressing triangle. It's not doing anything. I'm really struggling to read. Nice. Still not great, but it's something. At least it's going up. Yeah, I make about 20 an hour. That's what I make at my place. 20 to 22 an hour. Assuming I'm not overtime. Is it 20? Yeah, it's 20 an hour. So my base pay is like 18 something, and then I get an extra 240 for my shift differential. So it's 20 something. I really don't care about the fucking compass. I'm not gonna really do side quests.
A boat cannot be far.
Huh. Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Derlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following you.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
I really wish I still had a roommate sometimes, because it would make, because the money I'm making right now would be more than livable if I had someone to help pay for rent.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got the time, they're in the bay just beyond this tunnel.
But what I make right now is just enough to survive. You know?
I'd particularly appreciate us checking out the mining rigs in the lake to the right. You can see the smokestacks from here.
But if you don't want to explore now, It looks like Derlin's place is through that open gate to the left. So, which way do we go? We could prepare more before rescuing Tyr. Up to you. Mimir, were you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts. No, it's still here.
What?
The island near the geyser. We need to get the key from it and unlock this door. I need to set right a very old wrong.
The hateful.
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
I'm trying to turn around, but it won't turn around. Oops.
Get up, brother. Bloody Draugr holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards.
Keep forgetting to dodge.
You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
Just kill me.
Brother, get up, brother.
I keep forgetting how to dodge, and that I can dodge. I don't know why, but I keep forgetting to. Oh, God, I'm tired.
Bloody Draugr holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards. You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass. It's bad. That's showing up.
Now I meant to. Fuck.
Brother, get up, brother.
He's difficult.
Bloody Draugr holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards. You're on fire, Kratos. It
Stronger to the left!
Would you turn around when I fucking tell you to? Oh my god. What? Oh my god. I had my fucking shield up. Fuck you.
Bloody Frogger holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards. You're on fire, Kratos. It will pass.
It's bad!
Oh, I meant to dodge. Oh, fuck you. Why is this so annoying?
Bloody Frogger holes. We've got to clear out all these undead bastards. Behind you, incoming! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
I don't want to play this anymore. I'm so tired. And I'm out of practice, so I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
We've got to clear out all these undead bastards! You're on fire, Kratos! It will pass! Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Incoming!
Dodge, you motherfucker. Why do I have no health? I hate this game. Why? He's the God of War. Why does he die after 3 hits? Oh my god. Technically, the US does our taxes for us too, but they make us check their work. I don't want to do this anymore. So Jimmy, y'all really don't have to file your taxes at the end of the year? I guess not at the end of the year, but every year. It's kind of wild. I really don't want to play the game anymore. I wasn't just joking. I genuinely don't want to. Not really in the mood, to be honest. I don't know if I don't necessarily need to leave yet. I just didn't really want to play the game anymore. I am sleepy though, so. Libriana just finally replied to my text, so I wanted to reply back. In case I what? What about me? Plenty of questions. Oh yeah, true. I was asking about how your all's taxes work. That's nice. I wish ours did it like that because
it would make sense. They already do our taxes for us. So like we have to file our taxes, and essentially they'll tell us if we're right or not. So if we don't file our taxes and they owe us money, they won't give us the money. But if we don't file our taxes and we owe them money, then they'll contact us and be like, why the fuck didn't you file your taxes? How fucking dare you? You're breaking the law, and then they'll lock you up. So, yeah. This text message doesn't make any sense. Oh, true, true. You know, maybe I will just go on and call it so I can go lay down and take a nap before it's dinner time. Because despite the fact I slept all fucking day yesterday, I'm still so tired. It's ridiculous. Especially since I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Although it'll be my first week of just normal shifts in a long time. But I will also be getting holiday pay for Christmas Day, so there's that. So the paycheck won't be exactly the same, but I won't work any extra hours, so that'll be nice. Oh yeah, I need a shower too. I'll probably nap first and then shower. So if I shower, then I won't be, well, I'll still be sleepy, but then I'll fall asleep with, just, it'll be easier to nap and then get up and shower to wake myself up. Because the goal is to actually stay up until my normal time today so that I'm more rested for work tomorrow. So I don't do what I did today and sleep till 6 in the morning and then get up at 6 or 7 in the morning, which is not my normal schedule. I don't stink, I'm just greasy. It's just normal grease from going several days without a shower. I'm not actually dirty. Haven't done any sweating or any of that, so. But I am gonna call it. I know it was a short one today, but it was a courtesy stream more than anything, just because it's been so long. Didn't want to put it off a whole another week. not to mention my memory is garbage, so if I gave it till Monday to have this stream, then I would not know any of the information that I told you all today. It would all be gone. So, but yeah, I think that'll do it for today. I'll be back to hopefully normal streams next week. 3 days a week. We'll have our Wednesdays back next week until they do more MET. But so we'll have Wednesday streams again. So we'll have at least 2 a week next week. There might still be days where I don't go to sleep on time, so I'm too tired to stream. But we should go back to 2 a week at the minimum. In theory, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But thanks for coming and joining me and for this little catch-up stream. And I will see you all when I see you all. Have a good weekend. Hope you had a happy holiday. I guess Monday will be a new year, so I'll see y'all next year, basically. That's weird. I'll see y'all in 2024. Have a happy new year. And I'll see ya. Bye-bye.